Fire! Quiz, closed, Karuna Zay. Bukifa Yanchi. Yo Minne.
I am Morgiah. A gateway opened in my homeworld. This must be the other side. I ran into the teacher of practical magic. Meanwhile, the fetcher made himself at home. Oh, that fetcher. It was time for a holiday. I rented a bungalow in Selvadorada for 3 days.
Chupa! Yumba chupa! Purfa fazoo! Chupa! Vadish.
Thankfully, no one stole my food this time. I bought some extra supplies. Then I looked at the Madre Cosecha. It was very statuey. I visited Belomisia National Park. The trail was very overgrown.
It's time to play the jungle adventure game. Can you guess which option our heroine chose?
While blazing a trail in the jungle, Morgiah comes across a small group of capybaras hanging out by a watering hole. As she observes them, she notices one of them is approaching a huge swarm of bees. The capybara doesn't seem to notice the impending danger. What should Morgiah do? Morgiah waves the Gosmania polenus flower around to attract the bees' attention. The bees waste no time in heading her way for an attack. Thinking quickly, she tosses the flower over a waterfall and the bees follow it right over. She breathes a sigh of relief and sits down on a log. Something glimmering catches her eye. It's a treasure. It pays to be prepared. Morgiah is blazing a trail through the thick jungle when she comes across a distressed archaeologist who seems to have dropped her bag in some quicksand. Should Morgiah stop to help? Morgiah has a flash of inspiration and pulls a large flower out of her bag. She snags the bag strap on the stem of the flower and pulls with all her might. The bag and the flower go flying through the air. The flower lands in a patch of mud, but the bag lands near Morgiah completely intact. The archaeologist is so grateful that she gives Morgiah a cool artifact. Nestled in the jungle is what looks like an ancient pedestal of some kind. On top is a shiny treasure, clearly placed there as an offering. It's just there for the taking. So, should Morgiah take it or leave it behind? The area around the pedestal looks pretty sketchy, so Morgiah decides to keep her distance. She nudges the treasure with a machete and notices that it's sitting on some kind of pressure plate. She deftly swats the treasure with a machete. The treasure is all hers. Morgiah is having a really enjoyable hike in the jungle when she suddenly hears a sim screaming a short ways off. She sprints in the direction of the screaming and finds a sim that is being menaced by a carnivorous plant. What should she do? Desperately trying to figure out any way to save the other sim, Morgiah tries to use some spider plant repellent. The gamble pays off and the plant slithers away. The other sim is so grateful that he gives Morgiah a bunch of stuff he collected. Morgiah stumbles and drops her bag of personal effects, plop, right into a patch of quicksand. Should Morgiah reach in and try to get it out, or let it go? The machete is the perfect length to reach the bag. Morgiah slips the machete through the strap and pulls the bag out of the quicksand. As she makes sure the bag is secure, Morgiah clumsily drops the machete right in the quicksand. Exhausted by effort, Morgiah lays on the ground, right on top of a hidden cache of adventure gear.